Good morning, everyone! Today we're going to be trying some Chinese desserts, so let's go!
Hi guys, we're here today at Old Airport Road Hawker Center. It's one of the famous hawker centers in Singapore. This is what I really wanted you to try since I saw it on the menu, the fried durian.
Fried durian.
Because I know that you're not really a huge fan of durian, are you?
No, I mean, I've tried durian at his grandma's house.
Well, what did you think?
Very pungent smell, very pungent taste. So the first time I actually tried durian was like the ice cream version of it, and I remember like I had it at maybe 3 p.m. or something, and I think at 4 or 5 p.m. I could still have that durian taste in my mouth, and later at night I brushed my teeth and I could still taste the durian. So definitely a very, very strong flavor that just kind of stays and lingers.
Well, let's get right to it.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the first bite?
Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of this fried fritter looking thing, but inside there's durian.
Bon appetit. Does it taste like durian?
It does kind of taste like durian. It tastes kind of like if you were to take a raw onion, mush it up, make it salty, and maybe fry it. I think that's what the inside of this tastes like.
You know what, Pooja? I think that you're going to join the durian club at some point, because this is how I got into durian. It wasn't always something that I was used to eating. Start with the desserts because they taste sweet. So I started with durian ice cream. And in restaurants, there's a kind of a liquefied form of durian. I can't remember the name right now, but you start with these, and then later you get more comfortable with the smell of the pure durian.
And so this is the starter pack, the durian starter pack right here.
Well, I hope that one day I can welcome you to the club.
Why don't I let you have the rest of this?
Yeah, let me give this a go. So I actually haven't had fried durian before. I usually eat it in its pure durianish state. Now, there's definitely less of a pungent smell. If you like fried snacks, this is something that you would like. But I would say that durian by itself is much better. As you can see, it's a nice sunny day, so the dessert quickly melted, but I think it's still going to taste good, so let's give it a try.
Yeah, it melted right even before we started filming, guys.
Yeah, look, what is this? There's a kind of a brown fruit that I haven't seen before. Well, guys, that tastes good, and it's a nice, icy, refreshing dessert.
I think this is kind of in Korea they have this dessert. What is it called? The Korean
bingsu.
Bingsu. I feel like this is a milkier version of bingsu, and it's if you wanted to go on a diet, but you still wanted to have something cold. I think that's this basically.
Yeah. So these kind of Chinese icy desserts are a staple in Singapore. So if you go to any hawker center, particularly a well-known one like Old Airport Road, you will see these stores with a big diagram showing pictorially all the different kinds of colorful desserts. It's definitely a local favorite. So why don't we switch gears or switch bowls to the next dessert? So if you can see this is a hot Cheng Teng.
It's basically a soup. I see a lot of random things in here. It's some sort of nuts and barley, is it?
Yeah, I think that it's supposed to be healthy and refreshing.
Yeah.
So if you're into fruits, into what's organic and just kind of good for the body, I think this is a dessert that you would like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in that soup.
Wow. Yeah.
Personally, for me, when I think of desserts, I think of things that are cold or room temperature. I don't normally think of hot soups for dessert at the end of the meal.
Really a smorgasbord of flavors in there.
I'm always surprised at how healthy the desserts can be, because I'm so used to desserts being very fried or overly sweet, but this is actually not very sweet. It's very mild, and again, I feel it tastes like something that you would drink if you wanted to have clear skin. It has that sort of collagen taste to it. Kind
of reminds me of how my Chinese grandparents, they used to celebrate their birthday dinners at in Chinese restaurants with many courses, and at the end, besides the birthday cake, there was always a very soupy Chinese dessert, be it a mango sago or something like this, the Cheng Teng. So it's definitely common in, I think, Chinese cuisine in Singapore to have a dessert like this. So maybe let's move on from the soupy to the solid. So next, what have we got here? Wow, this is a green bean salted bun. So, in Chinese cuisine, there are pastries that have salty interiors. So I think in Western cuisine, pastries are mostly sweet.
Yeah, I think I definitely like how it looks compact.
You know what I like about this?
What?
I think it's kind of like a mystery box because look, all you can see is that it's a brown pastry, but in Chinese pastries there are so many fillings that go in here. It could be sweet, it could be meat, it could be bean paste. Wow, there's just so many things.
Yeah, so I feel like if you ever wanted to play a prank on someone, like you'd want to use something like this. Like you could hide anything in here. So here goes the first bite.
How is it?
Yeah, I've never had anything like this. I feel like it's, if you took like egg yolk and kind of like mushed it together, added some salt and something sweet, like that's kind of like what this tastes like. Something egg-like.
Can you taste the green bean though? Because it's supposed to be a green bean salted bun.
To be very honest, I don't really know what green bean is supposed to taste like.
Like peas maybe?
Peas? I don't taste peas. It kind of tastes more like eggy.
Eggy.
Called
lo po pang, which is the wife biscuit. It's like a common like Hong Kong dessert. Mm-hmm. And they have a salty version, a sweet version. It looks like the salty version. I wonder if I'm going to be right.
Yeah.
Yes, it tastes like the wife biscuit.
Wife biscuit, okay.
Yeah.
So what are we trying next?
So let's go back into the liquid realm. Or not exactly liquid, but semi-liquid. This is the soybean. You can have it as a drink, or you can have it as a dessert like this, and today we chose the dessert.
Okay. So like the texture of this is kind of like jelly. Whoa! It's almost like a slimy, jello-y paste. This I really like. I think this might be one of my favorite Chinese desserts. I like that it's soybean, so I know that it's healthy. I like that it's very like smooth. Like if you thought of something like a silk piece of cloth or like a silk dress, and that like it's a, that very nice silky smooth feel. Like I feel like that's what this is like, the texture of it.
Yeah, this definitely looks pretty soft. Actually, softer than I expected it to look. Let's give it a try. Like this, yeah. I mean, this is not my favorite Chinese dessert, but I would say that this particular version of the soybean dessert is quite good. It's a little bit sweet. It's refreshing, but not so sweet that you feel like you're overdoing it.
Right. Yeah. I think when it comes to like soybean desserts, I really like the different flavors that they have, like the strawberry or the mango. This one I would definitely have again.
So very similar to the soybean dessert, we have
got the sugar kid.
Now that kid likes sugar, and Pooja, do you remember what this is called?
So this is called like grass jelly, I think. Grass jelly paste.
So this can be also served in the form of a drink. So like it would be kind of like a refreshing drink with lots of strands of jelly in it. And we have the solid form here.
The texture is super similar to like the soybean curd. Just the color is black. This was not what I expected. This tastes kind of like minty. So I feel like it's very cooling. If like maple syrup and like mint tea like made a baby, I feel like that would be this dessert.
I wonder why they call it grass jelly actually, because it doesn't look anything like a plant.
It's definitely not like grassy at all. I feel like this would be really good to have like after a meal, because it would kind of leave your mouth feeling like minty fresh, as if you brushed your teeth or something. So like if you ate something kind of foul at lunch, like, and you had this, I feel like your breath would smell just fine.
I find this pretty unusual because I usually have the drink form of grass jelly, and it doesn't have that minty element. I wonder.
I tasted the mint.
I mean, this has the mint element, but
okay.
in the drink, I haven't tasted that, that fresh breath feeling which you get from this.
Either way, I really like this.
This is called Tart or egg tart. It's common in many dim sum restaurants, and it's great that Old Airport Road has this.
Okay.
Why don't you give it a try first? Cheers.
If you're someone who likes pie and egg, I think that this is perfect because it literally tastes like an egg, a sweet egg inside a pie.
Yeah, I think aesthetically, I find this quite impressive because, you know, there's like a groove, a kind of like a lining going around it.
Yeah.
It's the color, of course, is very pleasing.
Yeah.
And it's just I think it's a beloved Chinese dessert.
So I think out of all of these, if I were to have any of them again, it would definitely be this one, the soya beancurd. I think just because it's so healthy and it tastes so like nice and refreshing and again not too sweet. So I think this is definitely my favorite. I definitely wouldn't have the durian fritter again.
You know, and let us know in the comments below what are your favorite Chinese desserts or desserts from other cultures. You know, we're always open to trying new interesting foods, and you know, if you suggest something good, you know, we might go and give it a shot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
So I think that my favorite is definitely the egg tart because I am a big dim sum person. I think it's essential to order this at a dim sum restaurant. So that's it for this week's video, trying Chinese desserts with Pooja at Old Airport Road. So if you like this video, be sure to give us a quick thumbs up and subscribe for new content next week.